My name is Engineer Jimi Adetola. I'm the General Manager, Transmission, Benin Region. Benin Transmission Region is a region that is at the center of activities of TCN. We have 15 numbers, 330 kV lines here in Benin. We are the gateway to the south, to the west, to the east, and to the north. So we can be even called the hub for TCN. It will also interest you that all our 330 kV lines, which is our national grid, they are all connected to power stations. So that implies that any trouble, any problem around this place, the whole system will feel it. So that is why the staff here are working 24/7. The 330 kV lines I mentioned, that's the national grid that TCN operates. That is where all the generating stations are connected. So we control a lot. There is no region that has up to half of what we have in terms of 330 kV transmission lines. So, of course, I have 3 AGMs. The AGM has 18 sub-regions. We have Benin South sub-region. We have Delta sub-region headed by AGM also. We have Shore headed by AGM. Then we have 2 work centers. We have Sapele Work Center headed by Principal Manager, and Benin North headed by Benin Work Center headed by Principal Manager as well. In terms of transmission line coverage, we cover up to 6 states. We cover Delta State, we cover Edo where we are here, we cover Ondo, we cover Ekiti, we cover part of Osun and part of Ogun. That in terms of transmission coverage, transmission lines. But in terms of the distribution now, we cover 4 states. All of Delta, Edo, part of Ondo, part of Osun. Those are the 4 states that we cover.
Thank you. Does your region have enough substations required for efficient service delivery?
Yeah, we do have. Remember I mentioned earlier that we have 3 sub-regions and 2 work centers. I will take the sub-regions one by one. The Benin South sub-region, here in Benin, we have a 330 kV substation as well as 130 kV substation. The 330 kV substation in Benin have 2 numbers interbus transformers, 150 MVA each. That is 300 megawatts. Then at the 132 kV substation in Benin here, they have 3 number 60 MVA transformer as well as 1 number 80 MVA transformer. So 3 number 60 MVA, that is 180 plus 80. We are looking at 260 megawatts. And we have distribution networks going out from this place. Then under Benin again, we have Ogara substation that has 2 number 30 MVA transformers. We also have Irua. Irua has 1 number 30 MVA transformer. They have 1 number 60 MVA transformer. That is 90 MVA. And there is an ongoing project of 60 MVA at Irua also. Then when you now go to Delta, Delta is a power station. As I mentioned earlier, most of our stations are connected to power stations. We have Delta power station there. We have an interbus transformer of 150 MVA. We have 2 number 60 MVA 120 plus additional 130 MVA That is total of 150 MVA. Sapele Work Center, which is closer to Delta, there are 2 power stations there. The Sapele Power and NIPP. 3 of their lines come to Benin directly, 330 kV lines. They have 130 kV substation, 2 numbers. That is, they have Amukwe. Amukwe has 2 number 40 MVA transformers. Then they have Efun. Presently we have only 2 number 60 MVA functional. One of the transformer is faulty, but the capacity there is supposed to be 180 MVA. Then when we now come to Omotosho now, that covers Ore and Ondo axis. Omotosho itself has 1 number 150 MVA transformer. Then they at Ondo substation is under Omotosho. Ondo substation has 2 number 30 MVA transformer. And they are the one covering Akure. At Akure, we have 2 number 60 MVA transformer and 2 number 30 MVA transformer. The second 60 MVA at Akure was recently commissioned anyway. So we have enough. We have enough substations covering everywhere here, and we even have some new stations like the Delta. I forgot to mention Afisiri is a recently commissioned station. That is 1 number 30 MVA substation. Most of the area we covered are under Benin Electricity Distribution Company. We have good working relationship with them. We meet them regularly. I think about 2 weeks ago, myself and my assistant, the AGM here, and the AGM system operation, we went to meet the MD to discuss certain issues. And even last week this Saturday, just less than a week now, she called me to discuss certain issues. She was on conference call with me and one of her assistants. And I had to also connect my AGM. So 4 of us, we were on conference call discussing issues, and that has been our relationship very, very cordial, and we are in touch from time to time. Really? We have a lot of projects that are going on everywhere in the system. But the one that concerns me here in Benin Region, I've mentioned them. We have 1 number 30 MVA substation at Afisiri that I mentioned in my presentation earlier. So that station has just been commissioned about a year ago. Up to now as we speak, that capacity is still there. It's not used yet by the distribution company. We also have, about 2 months ago, we commissioned a 60 MVA at Akure. I mentioned that too. So that was what increased the capacity of Akure from the former 2x30 and 1x60 now to 2x30 and 2x60. So we just commissioned a 60 MVA transformer there. At Urua, there is a 60 MVA transformer that is there, and the project is ongoing. It's not yet completed. Also at Etsako substation, TCM moved a mobile transformer there, 45 MVA transformer. The project is ongoing now. The mobile transformer is already completed, the installation is completed. We have even commissioned it. We have tested it. But it's not in use now because there is 30 kV circuit breaker base that is required to service the community. That project is ongoing, is about 80% completed. So we have not completed that one. So that's what is holding that substation now. By the time we are through with that substation, the Auchi environment, because Esako substation is within Auchi. So that environment, including Irua and even Ukula, is going to bring a lot of relief to them over there. Then at Akure town itself, there's a 330 kV substation project that is ongoing. In fact, that project is 95% completed. The station has two numbers 150 MVA transformer. It has two number 60 MVA transformers plus 6 number 30 kV circuit breaker base. So when that project is completed, Akure, Ekiti and Evaro, they will really have better and perfect electricity supply. That project is about 95% true. The challenging project, I will say, is just our normal day-to-day activities. Sometimes because the system we manage, we do experience breakdown from time to time. So when such breakdown comes up, sometimes we face a lot of challenges. When you look at the terrain here, it's mainly swampy terrain. I can quickly talk about the recent one we did around Sapele axis. It is on top of River Ethiopia. The towers are constructed inside River Ethiopia. The conductor had problem, it cut into two. So we had to go and join them midway. River Ethiopia is the deepest river in Africa. So for us to work there, we have to hire barge, tugboat that will move the barge there, and speedboat for people to walk. So because of the location of that tower, the tower is not the normal transmission tower you see. It's double the height normal tower. So the people, when they are walking, they just look like bird up there, and they have to do this job. They are walking midway. You see them using bicycle to walk midway, where down below them is a river, very deep, the deepest river in Nigeria. So it's one of those most challenging jobs we did recently. And from time to time, when such occasion arises, we have no choice, we have to do it. We engineers and professionals, what normally motivate us is that if we have breakdown and we are able to get out of it and solve it, it gives us internal joy, and that's what has been keeping us going. We are so used to it, and that is why when we have issues, the only thing we are thinking about is how to solve this problem. And when it is solved, we have that joy, we have that relief.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for more information on the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.